I knew I had been to that forest and even Norman's place. Well, it was terrifying. I didn't know what that meant, but at least I had recovered my things. Hopefully, I thought that would cover my tracks, but I wouldn't be blamed for this. The tangled mess of that horrible forest was an experience I'd never want to repeat. It was clear, at least, that I had been the one going back to the factory. I must have been sleepwalking or something, but what the hell was I doing out there? I had given up drinking, hadn't I? So what was going on in that boarded up room? Suddenly my stomach started to turn. Was I responsible for that dead guard? After the factory, I thought I might find some solace if I could just get to Norman's store. But all I had found were more horrors and more questions. Now I really consider it, that's when I should have seen it coming. Norman, you were dead. But it was damn hard to feel bad about it. It was clear you and Rachel were more than just friends. But obviously, whatever had been going on had gone badly. So why did you kill her? Why did she want out of whatever you two were getting into? Were you responsible for the other murders and of those other horrible things that had gone on in town? I would find no peace, that's much was certain. But this way, I didn't have to look in your eye, or sit through some kind of trial and wonder what was going through your head. When I'd marched through the rain towards home, I desperately clung to the hope that this would end. And I guess, in a way, it did, but how could I have known how hopeless it all was? I'd started to feel as disoriented as when I sleptwalked, to think of it now. Coming through the back door into the kitchen could have tipped me off that something was horribly wrong. There was no sound of television, radio, or even the air was still. But seeing Rachel there, lying ruined and discarded in the basement, that was a horror I could never imagine. That another man I had found was involved in all this somehow, I knew it. But it was Norman, that traitorous son of a bitch, who had done the deed. Whatever was going on, he was the one who took Rachel away from me. I hated him for it more than I could possibly express, but that offered no strength, no solace. Rachel was gone now, and I was too, forever. As I swung open the door and stepped out onto the air, I caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my wife. Just the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. Front lawn was soft, giving beneath my feet, and I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, but rather I should run. Boom! There it is. There it is. I'm gonna let these credits roll for obvious reasons, but yep, there we do it, and we got one more trophy than we did last time. I know there's another trophy for not picking up any weapons, but Nancy, watch your back.